Hi, welcome to my channel VG CBSE Academy. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment. If you need one-on-one sessions, please mail me to vgirija45@gmail.com or contact number 9535609928. Let's start with clause. Clause and phrases. This is part 1. First, let us go with clause and phrases. What's the difference between phrase and a clause? Phrase, it's not a full sentence, not a complete thought. Can have a subject, verb, or neither of them. Kinds of phrases are prepositional phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, noun phrase, verb phrase. Now let's look at the clause. Clause is a full sentence. It can express a complete thought. It is independent and dependent and subordinate clause. It has a subject and a verb. Let's look the difference of the phrases and the clauses. A phrase is a group of words acting as a unit that does not include a subject and a predicate, whereas a clause is a group of words acting as a unit that does have a subject and a predicate. The difference is nothing but a clause includes both subject and predicate, but phrase does not have a subject and predicate. A phrase cannot stand alone and does not express a complete thought. Let's see the example. Clause. The children laugh. It has a complete meaning and it's a complete sentence. A phrase. By talking about their favorite recipes. It is having a meaning, but it is not a complete sentence. Let's look into the kinds of phrases. A prepositional phrase. It's not a complete thought, but used to help modify other parts of speech. It begins with preposition. Into the room, with a green shirt, like that. Adjective phrase. An adjective phrase is a prepositional phrase that is used to modify a noun. That is, cat is a noun. Here the example is the gray cat. Gray is the adjective. So you call it as a gray cat adjective phrase because it's not giving a complete thought or a meaning. Adverb phrase. It's not a complete thought, but used to modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Go to the gym every weekend. Very carefully lifted the trophy. Here, very carefully. Every weekend. These are the adverb phrases. Verb phrase. It's a group of words that consists of a head, that is a main verb, and other verbs such as couplet words. Verbs that join the subject to the subject complement. Example, Raj will go to the party. Now let's look at the noun phrase. It's a group of words that consists of a noun and other. The words that modify the noun. Let's look at the types of clauses. In a clause, you have the main thing is a main clause or a principal clause. This main clause makes a good sense. It's a complete sentence. It stands by itself as a complete sentence. For example, I cannot work. The second one is a dependent or a subordinate clause. Means it depends on the principal clause, that is a main clause in a sentence for its complete meaning. It's incomplete in the meaning. It depends on the main clause for its complete meaning. It do not stand by itself. Introduced by subordinate conjunctions. It is introduced by a subordinate conjunction such as because, as, since, than, though, if, that, etc. Or relative pronouns and relative adverbs such as when, which, where, who, that, etc. For example, I cannot work while you are talking. I cannot work is a main clause and subordinate clauses while you are talking. So while you are talking depends on when you cannot work, when you cannot work while you are talking. So let us look into coordinate clause. It has equal status with main clause. introduced by coordinating conjunctions such as and, but, so, or, otherwise, etc. He sells books, he earns his living. This is combined, and he sells book and he earns his living. Both the sentences have an independently, but it is joined and combined with and. So it is called as a coordinate clause. Can you tell which of the following are phrases, which are clauses? In my study room is a phrase. The peacock is upon the tree is a clause. Now tell me, what is this? Until next Monday, whether it is a phrase or a clause. Why? Let me tell you. Until next Monday is a phrase because it is not a complete sentence. I am ill is a clause because it gives a complete meaning, complete thought. So it is a clause. So I cannot go to school today. It is a phrase because it is not giving a complete meaning. Now let us wrap up. Independent clause, it is noun plus verb plus express a complete idea plus can stand by itself as a sentence. So any complete simple sentence is an independent clause. Dependent clause, noun plus verb plus subordinating conjunction. So any simple sentence that you add a subordinate conjunction is a dependent clause. Check for understanding, phrase or a clause, identify. Now you just look at this, and if you can answer it, you get the 10 points. If you cannot, just click on the next, you will get your answers. So you can see smelly. The smelly socks, it's a phrase. I thank you all is a clause. On behalf of the chairman, phrase. So I think you have understood what is a phrase and a clause. Let's move. Check the understanding for identifying the clause. Identify the subject and verb and determine if it is an independent clause or a subordinate clause or a coordinate clause. Look at the sentences. If you can do everything, means you have understood the topic. Else, you cannot. Means you can get back to the rules once again. Click on the next slide to know your answers. So, I cannot work while you are talking is a subordinate clause. He sells newspaper and he earns his living. He sells his newspaper as an independent. He earns his living as an independent. It is combined with and, so it is a coordinate. This is a beautiful house, gives a complete thought, independent sentence, so it is an independent clause, main clause. I help the poor, but you tease them. It is combined with but. I help the poor, you tease them. It is combined with but, so it is a coordinating clause. If you do not work hard, you will fail. So you will fail is complete, but if you do not work hard is depending on it. So it is an subordinate clause. The results made him happy, a complete sentence. So independent clause. Run faster or you will miss the train. It is a coordinating clause. If you work hard, you will pass. This is a subordinating clause because it depends on you will pass. When you will pass, if you work hard, a conditional clause it is. Work hard or you will fail. Work hard, you will fail. Both complete meaning, but combined with or. So it is called as a coordinating clause. Those who waste their youth will repent in the old age. So it is who, that is a relative pronoun. So it is a subordinating clause. I grew up here, independent clause. His aunt rode on the space shuttle, independent clause. I think you have understood clearly. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you need one-on-one sessions, please mail me to vgirija45@gmail.com or contact me at 9535609928. Thank you for understanding.